Show me. You see him down there? He's been at this upstairs window for really all afternoon until literally when I hit the record button. Hey, buddy. It's been a few hours. All right. That's not how I was going to start this stream. I was going to say, I'm sorry for the late start. It's not a late start. I'm starting earlier. But I'm sorry for the delay after posting the notification. Let's get this started. I posted the notification, then I realized I wasn't actually ready. All right. See if I could finish this game today. That'd be good. And the quicker I solve it, sooner I can do something else. As far as I know, there are only 3 puzzles left. So... okay, but now... I can look at it fresh once I determine which way is forwards. Should be this way. Okay. Yeah, so here was the puzzle I got stuck on. It's a really weird puzzle. Red and green filters. Blue needs to hit literally everything, right? 4 and 4. Yeah, blue needs to hit everything. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. That's weird. Green needs to hit 5 things and red needs to hit 5 things. Blue needs to hit all 8. Although these are switcheroos, so the sensitivity on this seems really high. I don't know. I keep turning all the way around when I want to just... See, this is such a natural way to start. Hey, Alex. Good to see ya. You have me all to yourself at the moment. Sick with a cold and just finished your first... Well, that's rough. That's not a good start. See, this is the natural way to start this puzzle because it puts the blues right where they need to go. You also need blues through these. Maybe you need to put them here. And direct them like this. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe that'll make sense. So forgive my terrible memory, and I don't know why I have it, but what do you do? What are you where are you working? What are you doing? One of you works at the zoo, I think, or something. But there are various reasons why a lot of information about you guys, about just you people in the community in general, information doesn't stick and it's not personal. So I don't always remember. Just, I don't know. It's a condition I'm stuck with or something. See, I can't shoot this across because it's on record. I have no excuse. I'm now VR and flight simulators. Sounds like something Moss would be interested in. Could be wrong. See, why can't I want to just shoot? No, ignore this. Just go right over here. Hit this. Because you see, oh wait. This is already lit up. Wait, which two of the four are lit up? Oh, it's lit up because... Oh, that's unfortunate. Huh. Because now it joins forces with that and hits this one, but that is also X, just like this is. Huh. Whereas if this is not, then this one lights up and this one doesn't. I would like this green to somehow make it all the way across. Now, of course, it could be a thing where you need to swap these, right? I mean, if these swap, that's going to lead to a whole different set of problems. And these would obviously need to go like this, because you wouldn't want your purple to be pointing right at this. You know, I've had that before. The excessive talking and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I got a cold. Yeah, that's been a thing with me. It's weird, yeah. If you have a thing where you wear out your voice, and then during that recovery process, suddenly you have all the other symptoms of a cold that don't seem relevant at all to what you did to wear out your voice. Yes, that has been a thing for me, for sure. Where's my phone? Why is it going off? It's probably my own stream. Okay. It's not gonna make a difference now. Huh. Weird. Just sends it back. I need to get green all the way to this. Yes, I did play this during a sub hangout, but I want to finish the game, and I keep finding other things to play that I want to play during a sub hangout. So I don't know if you saw the supporters thread. You're in there, right? I don't know. It looks like you're at the very least not online there. I just asked the group what they want to see, which there were multiple options, and none of them were this. Yeah. Also, knowing you, I'm sure you're going to reject my suggestion, but I recommend getting throat coat tea, especially if your job is going to make you be doing this for a while. If you're going to be in there, you might want to consider hitting the throat coat. There are some good throat coat teas out there. Be like, I hate tea. Well, you know, I don't drink tea either, except for this one purpose. That is the one time I consume tea. So, it works. I recommend. Wait a minute. But literally nothing is pointing at these right now. Yeah, I don't drink. The only tea I have is throat coat. Just put, you know, sugar or honey or whatever makes it, you know, more tolerable. Just, you know, I just consume it for business purposes. Yeah, it's useful. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna turn it yellow. And I'm just deflecting. The blue for no good reason. What if it was like, what if you took this back to like here? The new Monkey Island is out? And why is nobody talking about it in the Discord? That's how I stay up with current events. Well, that's even further back. It's true, I was on my break. Huh. I'm gonna have to play that reasonably soon. I don't know when. It's a tall task to hit these. Okay, that's not right at all. Hey, Sarah. What are we doing here? See, Alex, this is how I know you haven't checked the Discord. Well, actually, you just said you didn't check the Discord. Because we were just talking about this. There it is. Click on the link below to subscribe to my channel. Brr, 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 brr. Let's try again. It's gonna be something symmetric. Yeah, well, the question I had for the people in Discord, that was settled very quickly. All right. Just back off. Let me think. Okay. Um. See, here, no blue escapes. So that can't be right. The reason why I was thinking about putting it in the front here is that it seems to keep it out. Well, it's not that it's sometimes you want it in and sometimes you want it. You want blue everywhere all the time. You want blue everywhere all the time. Cannot picture this. There are different ways. There's like, you can either make this little square in the center and try to keep everything contained in there and then just get enough out here to hit these diagonals, or there could be something funnier going on. Like across the columns. I kind of doubt it'd be that, but... Like, there's got to be something pointing this way, but which of these would it be? There are actually 4 different possibilities of the location of the thing that points here, but it could be any of them. No, it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be like you filter out. You need every color to go that way, so eventually, so... The last thing it sees would not be a filter. But would the thing that points at it be 1, 2, 3, or 4 squares away? What was interesting about this spot was that it also points kind of this way towards the other. But once you do that, that's actually not the same spot. Right, so... if different things kind of caught it at different locations. Right, whereas this one would catch... just get rid of this. Okay, so... ah, it's backwards. That pushes blue to go that way. I was thinking if red was here, then red could go this way and hit... no, you know, you need red to hit both that and that at the same time. Because those are both X's. Huh. I'm gonna not cheat, but I'm gonna look at something here. Or, wrong way. I'm gonna go back here. And I wonder if there's any sort of pattern in the behavior here. So... when it points to the right, we have the triangle and the diamond. When it points to the left, we have the X. X to the left, diamond to the right. I'm gonna see if that's generally how these puzzles work. Is that a... was that everybody or was that just you? This is the part of the game I did on the stream. Where I needed to hit everything at once. But yeah, this is all everything at once, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd have to pull it up on my phone. Shouldn't really interrupt the stream. What did you say? Keep it secret, people. Oh, there would be no, There would be no assumption that I would try to get it all done in one stream. And also that game was just a suggestion. the general pattern. Like, there's a question of whether these colors need to be reversed, but that should be independent of... Like, I can work on the structure of the cubes in such a way... that if I get the structure of it right, it could become obvious. Oh yeah, I need to just flip everything around and it should work. See, I don't like this spot because you can't have something coming in from there because that's in the way. Have I played any other horror games besides Amnesia? Which I did play through it once years ago, but... So I guess it'd be like an achievement hunting thing. Welcome back. I do not like this piece here. What's also, maybe I should just be thinking about blue exclusively. These can make a right turn only. I went to the home decor store for a little table to put my laptop on. You know what? This will sound very strange, but I am in the exact same situation as you. I just got a Chromebook, which Google, yeah, well, I know, but it is, you know, it is great. Because I want to do more writing my scripts not at my desk. And so I have that. I've been scripting out my new video on it, which that video is going to be... Oh, it's like all my stuff. It's like, oh, I got one chance to get it right. Ooh. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty epic one if I do. Hey, I got it. I'm on here. Not the puzzle, but I jump in on here. Yep. That's why I got it, because I was like, yeah, I just want something portable that I can write scripts on. It's literally the only purpose, even though it can do more than that. Yeah, Alex and I were just talking about that. Those two things he just said there are not unrelated. Okay. Blue is hitting this. See, notice how I have... I think blue is hitting everything. I need to come up with configurations where blue hits everything. Under both toggles. Because you see, if I toggle this, then just everything's out because this goes nowhere. Oh yeah, these would be consecutive lines, and that's bad. That is bad. Even this would be consecutive lines, right? Because if this went the other way, it would just be that. That's why this is so tempting. You just want to do this. Yeah, don't mix drugs, kids. Why am I so stiff today? You can't do it that way because that'll keep blue in for everything. So powering through it, I've always thought powering through a game, I thought builds character. I really, really don't like quitting. So offhand, I mean, there have been games that have made me angry. We talked about games that I didn't finish. Unless you just mean like in the moment. And then something I came back to. I usually have to be actually beaten into submission for me to quit. Like it's I'm gonna get to the state where I'm actually just resigned and sad before I actually quit out. I don't know if that still qualifies as a rage quit. I mean, there was that guy in college that was demolishing us all in Battlefield. And it just wasn't even fun. Because my computer was too slow to run the game anyway. See, these align as the same color, but they're opposite symbols, so you don't need a line to run through this. You don't need to, like, figure out how to get red to go this way through it, I don't think. I think it'll be along this diagonal where you just have a blue. And then you toggle either the red or green to go through that thing. There's some way to game it where you have accidentally captured a white laser with no source. This puzzle is very hard. Puzzle is very hard. It's perfect with red herrings and everything. Would it be crazy if there was something like this? I need blue to hit. All 8. I'm trying to anchor in some idea and just run with it, but it's... There seem to be so many possibilities and yet so few. Oh, that's weird. Huh. I was gonna do this at it, but... See, this is the exact opposite. You're getting green through here. And red. You're getting the non-blue colors through there. I played whatever the first one is. And then I have Machine for Pigs, but everyone told me not to play it, so I didn't. Sorry, I gotta be back already. Didn't realize I filled up my bladder that much. So that's what it is? Okay. All right, Joey. Oh, he's actually slightly out of the picture. He's doing that licking behavior that cats do, just out of the picture. You can't have the filter right before. That doesn't make sense. The filter makes a right angle between different colors. Either that or it doesn't have any impact. So when it comes out like this, you need to set it along these diagonals, assuming you do. Oh, look at me. No. See, there's no room in this kind of setup to put, say, this kind of thing. It's the wrong direction, wrong angle, wrong everything. This might actually be closer than I realized. The problem with it okay, yeah. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah. Nah. No. You should assume I haven't heard news, if there's news. See, right now is the way this points. You're hitting this X all the time. Which, I mean, is not against the rules, but that's not how you'd expect a solution to look. You wouldn't put the splitter here because you need something to go that way all the time. That's why I was trying to think, like, how to get something here. So, like, if green came through this way and hit this, it would hit that. And if purple went through this, it would hit purple X and then purple X, but then you could deflect it. If you want blue to hit everything all the time, then blue doesn't need to hit the splitters. Whoa. What about this? That would be bizarre. That wouldn't work because you'd want purple to go this way. Or that way. Or sorry, red to go this way or that way. So that gives me all the X's. That looks really promising, does it not? If I flip this, can I get the remaining diamonds? All right, good night, Alex. Forget my possible moment of triumph here. I'm sure many hours of deliberation on this puzzle. Who knows? I mean, I still might be way off. All the X's. See, I haven't used the filters yet. That's the thing. But like I would, in order to hit this, I'm so far removed. I need to have a red hit this. Which red is kind of busy. It's coming out over here and I need it to hit that. See, the strategy of moving... This side looks really good. Of playing these rows across like this seems really nice. Now I can get 4 X's or 2 X's. That's right. That traps blue in. Okay. Can't trap blue in. This is rough. All I can say is that for the first time, I feel like I'm onto something. I don't want to lose it. Playing these rows here seems... like it might lead to something. If we go back again... Yeah, right was diamond before. Doesn't mean it would always be that way, or that I did it the intended way before. That would be consistent, X to the left. What? Wait, whoa, whoa! What did I do? It works! Holy shit, this is it! Okay, so when it goes to the right, purple hits this. Oh my god, what even is this solution? What? So notice that blue is not hitting everything all at once, right? Like it's not hitting this. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna get a refill and I'm gonna analyze how the hell this even works. How many hours did I spend on this puzzle? But I got it. I will be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna start left side actually. So I turned this back on, right? You should be able to hear me. Okay. So purple to the left obviously hits this. A green filter just throws it right back and threw it again. No harm done. Doesn't solve this, but doesn't care. Hits this, goes in and hits the other one. That's simple. Look how self-contained this is. You send the turquoise, the cyan through here. It hits this, throws it right back, stays within its own loop. You can see how the two different lasers, how I can, if this was some, laser dodging game, I could walk through here and the two lasers never cross. And so you're hitting the two cyan X's over here and the two purple X's over here. Okay. Then when you flip it, that happens. Now what the hell is this? Well, when this purple goes to the right, it fulfills two of the three colors for this, hits the filter, which now splits. And now the filter's not just throwing a color back, it's actually doing its job. It's splitting the blue and red. This blue joins up with the green and hits that one. This red, likewise, goes over here. Oh, wow. That is crazy. That does work. Yeah, this is the way more complicated side. I could see how someone could get this very quickly, too, because this is the natural move. It turns out that the natural move to put the splitter here and just build on that was right all along. But what was not intuitive was going across these lines. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wait, that's it? That was the last puzzle? I assumed there would be 4, like every other building. But I just got the achievement saying that's it. That was it. That was the last puzzle. I only had one puzzle left to do, and I did it. I mean, that was definitely a puzzle worthy of being the last puzzle. See my cat over there? He's in the corner of the frame. Well, I'm only an hour and a half in. Now what? What do I do? I could finish that other logic game that I needed to finish. You know what? I'm going to do that. It's just me and you, Sarah, for some reason. Till we get other people in here. If we get other people in here. Hey, Joey. Well, Joey's here too. Come here. I'm going to play the other game now. How did I do it before? I think I said this. No. All right, let's finish up that other logic game. Sorry, I'm not playing Amnesia right now. Slim Jim. Never mind. It's not just you and me, Sarah. It's you and me and Slim Jim. Yeah, trying to get this to 60. I'm just doing a logic puzzles because I need to get this achievement. And I need to get this achievement. And I'm just chatting, I guess. 1 and 1. See, you get these weird, like, little oddities in the randomly generated puzzles. Tell you all about the rules as I go if you care, or do you just want to hang out? I don't know. So the first thing is that this is a randomly generated puzzle, but it has been determined that apparently there's no guessing required. The game is basically, it kind of works like Minesweeper. You can think of the blue spaces as like the mines, but it's a much calmer atmosphere. So we don't actually have bombs blowing us up, but it's the same kind of principle. So the numbers inside the cells work just like Minesweeper. So like this one will say, it tells you how many blue cells, the bombs, if you will, are next to it. So the 1 means one of these 2. Don't know which one, right? This 2 means 2 of these 5. Don't know which one. The ones on these, the numbers on these columns designate how many. When we talk about how many, we're always talking about the blue cells. How many are on that column, that row? That's not a row or column. It's column or diagonal, right? Because they go 3 different directions because they're hexagons. The numbers inside the blue cells are actually a 2-cell radius. It's weird. So there's like 18 cells, and apparently 6 of them are blue. So we are aware of these 2, but there are 4 more, not including the numbers. Do not include the number itself. It may be all hard to keep in your head to just say it all at once, but I can keep reminding you as we go on. These lines around the numbers, like this 7, the lines around it mean it's 7 along here, but they're explicitly not together, as opposed to this 4 with braces, which means that they already... Actually, this would be a good example of this. So the 4, whichever 4 these are, they're all in a row. This 4 just means they are not in a row. So we know that it's not all of these 4, and therefore at least one of these 3 is. So you can make a lot of probability assumptions, but like the 7, it's pretty thick. 1, probably not this or whatever, but it's ultimately logically generated to the point where supposedly it's always deterministic. It is possible to know with 100% certainty how to proceed at any given time. So those are the rules. If this, then it's either that or that. Yeah, but it could be any of them. Yeah, I follow a lot of chess on YouTube and stuff, and apparently one thing that's all the rage is now duck chess, which is a very silly version of chess. But to really master the strategy, it actually sounds really hard. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I guess you could have neither of these. Those numbers seem too far apart to do anything with. See, like this 3... Okay, so at least one of those two, but you can still have this, one of those, and then one of those 3. So that's not deterministic. Oh, here we go. Very, very simple. This 2 means the 2 are not consecutive, right? Which means it's not these 2 together down here. Right? If it was these 2 together, it would violate that rule. Which means that this 2 is not both of these. And therefore, to fulfill this 2, you need at least one of these. But then this 1 limits it to that, so that is safe. Okay. If this is safe, then those 2 are blue. But that would violate this. So it's that, and now you got this. This 2 needs that 1, therefore that. Okay. So you got a little something. So what is duck chess? Well, you could play, if you have a chess set, you can play duck chess. You just need a rubber ducky or a salt shaker or anything that fits on a square. So the way it works, it's really just, it's almost like ripping a square out of the board. It's just this invincible square. So what you do is you make a move and then you put the duck on an empty square. And that is just a Leviathan, which means it completely removes that square from your opponent's move. Your opponent cannot use that square. They cannot move to that square. They can't capture the duck. They cannot move through that. They basically cannot move any piece on or through that square. So then they'll make some other move, pick up the duck, and place it on another square. They have to move it somewhere else. But then you can't move any piece through that square. It's just ripping a square off the board, basically, each turn. And you each pass the duck back and forth like this. I've never played it. I don't really play chess, but I love watching it. It's an interesting idea. Unfortunately, I don't see anything more to do with this, because this 2 and this 2 are now consistent, saying one of those two is blue and the other is not. That doesn't really point at anything. That doesn't really point at anything. This one could have a really weirdly complicated start. I mean, unless there's something obvious here that I just don't see. Which, by the way, feel free, since this is a randomly generated puzzle, I know there's like the whole don't spoil things for Shady. If you see something, say something. I have no rules with this one. See, okay, so I have nothing right now, but one thing I can do just to keep something moving on the screen, I often use Microsoft Paint to help me with this. 'So like, if I were to assume, say, this was safe, then I could just work out, well, this 2 would imply that, this 2 would imply that, therefore this 1 would knock all these out. Right, now you have this weird scenario where maybe something could be done about the fact that you have this 2. And actually this 3 non-consecutive would also mean these would be, because the consecutive goes through the non-cells like this. So this would be considered consecutive. But even that, I'm not seeing. Oh, I guess you get that from the 1 here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, the 4 consecutive or 4 non-consecutive has already been taken care of here. Man, I don't see anything. This is bizarre, to be honest with you. Because, like, that's perfectly plausible, but then the other way would be even more plausible. I was trying to narrow it down and give this 2, like, only 3 spaces, so maybe something would be forced and something could run into this. It says 4 consecutive, but it doesn't. Like, it's not going to be these 4 consecutive. That's really about all we know. These are randomly generated, but there's definitely a solution. Yeah, it's been programmed so that it's deterministic at any given moment, apparently. Well, in this moment, I can say Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. So, like, 4 consecutive. It's not these 4 consecutive, because I would knock out both those spaces for the 2. And so, likewise, it's not these 4 consecutive. So it doesn't go like this, doesn't go like this. So it'd be 1. So, like, if this was safe in this scenario under that assumption, if this was safe, then this 2 would require both these 2, and this 2 would require both of these 2. Right? If this was safe, then this 2 would go like this 2 would go like this, and there's no way to join these up and make those consecutive. So that's wrong. So it would have to go like this. But even that's still not getting me anywhere. This 3, 1, 2. Not in the game. That's why I'm doing this in Paint. It counts everything as a guess. They only want valid states to be on the board. Which really you shouldn't be flagging, or no, I guess you have a question mark, right? In Minesweeper, instead of an actual mine. Yeah, it is harsh. I wonder if there's something to be said for, like, maybe something completely different this up here. I mean, you got this 3 here, so you have 1 or 2 of these definitely, and here's a second one. Not really. This is as hard of a beginning as I've ever seen a puzzle, unfortunately. It's too bad to just, like, fall flat on my face right at the start. So I guess I can mark this off? No, I can't. Because I don't know which one that is for real. It's hard, too. That's still a ton of spaces. Yeah, see, I was trying to see if there was some way I could determine this. And try to disprove that so I could mark it, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still plenty up there. Really should look like this, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. This one is happy with either one of these. I don't see this intersecting with anything else. I've been told that that's not how it works. There's literally an actual definitive answer somewhere, and I'm usually able to find it eventually. Oh, wait. We do know that. So that means explicitly that they are non-consecutive. Actually, that is a good point, Jim. That is actually a good point. They are non-consecutive. That's going to help me. Because, right, so like this 7 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you have 8 spaces and 7 are non-consecutive, you're going to need both endpoints, actually, which that will complete this like that. Huh. And therefore, you're going to get this like that. Now, I still don't have a contradiction, but I do get further along in my, at least in my hypothetical scenario. Now, another thing to look out for when doing your own work on the side like this is make sure that, you know, there isn't something that's contradictory, which I don't think there is. Like this 2 has 2 next to it. This 2 has 2 next to it. This 4 has the 4 consecutive. This 4 has 3. And then 3 spaces for the remaining one. Another thing you can do, I don't think this will help. But what you can do is assume the opposite and see if anything happens from that as well. No, because you can't. Five, six, 7, 8, 9. It's got to be at least one of these two. No, I don't see anything coming out of that. Never mind. So if it went like that, yeah, there'd be even way more possibilities. That's why I was hoping to eliminate that. Maybe there's a completely different way of line of inquiry here. So like if this was blue here, then if this is safe, then this has to go around like this, and then that would have to be safe too and violate this. So then you'd have to have this, which that would give you all of this, which in and of itself also looks kind of weird, but maybe that doesn't. Then this 3 is done. The indicator numbers cross. Yes, they cross the entire length of the board. Yes. And even the consecutive thing, right? So like this 3 up here says there are 3 non-consecutive. That considers these 2 spaces consecutive because it crosses over a void. Voids do not actually break cells apart on those counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, the 8 consecutive argument, which would give you this. Oh, that's interesting. Can we play Mist 3? I like you. You're bold. You state exactly what's on your mind. If you can get enough people, I mean that's kind of how a lot of these streams work. If you can get the hype and the demand. So this is an interesting thing. I think that logic is very intriguing to me. Is there something that could have been said the other way with that? What was that previously? What? Thank you. Sorry. If this is safe, then they make 4 consecutive. It's either these 4 or those 4, which those 3 would all be. But even that wouldn't necessarily... This is a... There might be some crazy thing where because of this 1 and this 7, remember that argument? Okay, so like this 7 broken up across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. If it's 7 across 8, then you need the endpoints. So like, I'm wondering if instead of this, what if you just assume this was, right? Because that would be the one space for this entire thing. That's it. That's it. That's got to be it. If this was blue, that would be the one across this entire line. But now look at this 2. I got to put at least one of them here, right? And there's a 3 across this line. So like, we already have 1, 2, third one has to go here. Can't be, if this was safe, then you'd have 4, and that's definitely not. So it's actually, this is 1 and that doesn't matter. To get to this 2, you got to go 1, 2, and therefore on this 3, you go 1, 2, 3. All of these are safe. But now we have a problem because of this 7. That's what it is. Because now, what do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces ready for the 7. But those lines tell you they are all not consecutive. So we know definitively that at the very least, that one's got to be safe. That one is safe. I don't know if that gave me that much, but it's a teeny bit. Right? It actually does give me more, though. It gives me more. Because it's a 1. And in this hypothetical scenario, this... See, I didn't know what number this was. But if this was... I already worked it out, right? If this was blue, then all this other stuff would be a thing. But that number, that would have been a 2. But it's not. It's a 1. So this is wrong as well. So you get that. So now you can say the 4 consecutive, now that we've broken those up, we know all of these. And the 4th one's either here or here. It is something. Let's see. So that one figured out, that one. That one has not been disproven, right? Because I said these 2 were safe and those 3. Okay, so it's this line is not disproven. So non-strike through is, it just doesn't specify. The brace is consecutive. So it's 3 different types. Yeah, if it's braces, then it explicitly is consecutive. The strike through is explicitly non-consecutive. The others are just unspecified. Oh, right. But now 4 consecutive, 1, 2, 3, either one of these, right? So not that one, right? So this 1 has to be pointing to this one, not this. And therefore, this one is pointing at that. And we can start putting these things in definitively. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 gets that. This 4. This gets these two. These two. Knock these out. Finally start to get that ripple effect. 3. And we got a whole bunch more to work on. Oh, 7. Now that this is known to be safe, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spaces left, 7 non-consecutive. You got to get the outer ones, right? Because if one of those outer ones was safe, then the other 7 would all be consecutive. That knocks that out. And so that hypothetical I was looking at was actually correct. Now you got this 2, that gives you this. This 2 gives you that. That one's done. This 2 is done. This 2 needs these. It's fascinating to me that all of that whole puzzle was generated by a computer. With that RNG seed, you can type that number into the game and it'll pull this puzzle up. But it's kind of proving a point. It's like, hey, I've generated 100 million puzzles. Either I constructed 100 million puzzles separately, or I wrote a computer program that's actually good enough to do that. How is Stephen Groot? I have no idea. I see another breakthrough here, right? So the 6 points to... It's a 2-cell radius. That's what the numbers inside the blue cells mean. So there are 6, not including itself. Well, it has 3. This 3 needs 2 more, right? This 3 is found 1, right? This counts towards this, but not this. This 3 has 1, but it needs 2 more. So 2 of these are blue. This 3, 1, 2, 3. So if you want to count to 6, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Those are all separate, but then these are all gonna be safe. Now what did that do? This 3 has 4 spaces left. This 3 says only one of these, right? So to get to 3, only 1 here. 1, 2, 3. This 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4, no, this 4 is done. It actually has all of these. So never mind. I was going to go a different direction, then I almost made a mistake. 3 is done here. 3 only has these left. Needs that. This is done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Needs that. Finish that. Ah, the 7. We found the other one that's blank. This 3 needs these 2. 1, 2. Yeah. In order to get to 7, you need all of these. Okay. This is done. How long has this been done? I don't know. Make it official. This 2. This 2. This two's done. Oh, this 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. 1, 2, right? This 2, 1, 2. So this, once you take that to heart, 1, 2, 3. Is this definitive? All these clues kind of overlap in a weird way, so I don't know. Like this 5 kind of overlaps. It's got 4 of them, so one of those. But then this 2 has one of those, one of those. If this, then that. Could it be just this, this, this? Is that? Why am I messing this up at the end? What clue am I missing? If this, then those two would be safe. That's what it is. You got, if this was blue, then that would finish this 3. Those two would be safe. And therefore, for the 1, you need to hit this, and the 2, you need to hit this. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and that would be all of your remaining ones, and you'd still leave this unfulfilled. So that's got to be like that. Now, this is what finishes the puzzle for you. There it is. Good puzzle. So there's an achievement at 60. So that's what I was trying to get to tonight. But I need to refill my drink. So I will be back. All right. So is it just? Oh, I see. Okay, so Sarah's off. All right. I'm 2 away. Let's do the today's date one, which is in European format. So. Maybe I can put American format in after this. This is a smaller board. See, like this one means one of these two. I don't know. 4. 7. Well, 3 of these 4, and then another one of these 2. I don't really see that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, look at this. I mean, you got this 5, right? If either of these was blue, then that would complete this one. Both of these would be safe. So the only way to get to 5 would be all 5 of these, but that would be consecutive. And this says they're not consecutive. So these have to be like this. And that'll give you this. That'll give you this, this. And now the only way to get to 5 is to give me all these. All right. The 2 is broken up around this, right? So there's that. Oh, a 5. 11. Huh. Might be something there, but we'll see. Don't need to read into that too much unless it's... Let's just see where the basic stuff goes first. 1. 4. Ooh, 6. Oh, 2 broken up down here, right? It's not these 2. What's interesting about that is these do count the voids, right? So can I see the box for Real Mist? Just to admire it, like Stanley in The Office? Just for regular Real Mist 2000? Actually, I'd love it for you. Well, like, okay. Might as well, even though I've shown it before. But how about you explain what you like about Real Mist 2000 so much? I mean this sincerely. It might actually help me. I'm working on something. And I'm curious what exactly you think it is that makes Real Mist 2000 great. So that's my contract with you right now. I'll do that if you do this. So, he's talking about this guy, right? Yeah. So this just like all my other all my other streams, this will go on eventually go on YouTube forever. Can't really show this. See, am I getting that on right? Can't really read any of that. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So the fact that there's an 11 and 6 close to one another, that actually might be really significant. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Oh. I've been staring at this for a while, this one right there. Probably the most interesting clue on the board is this 6 across here. Okay, by Sunbathon, I think you mean Sub Hangout. Well, you're not actually a subscriber, but I put this to a poll today, and that idea got crushed. People don't want that. They want Halloween stuff. I mean, you and Mosdap. It's not enough. There's an overwhelming number of people that would rather watch me play some kind of horror game. Even though, I mean, I do some hangouts at the end of the month. You know, so obviously it would be Halloween, but it is also the 25th anniversary of Riven. But apparently nobody cares. Which is just going to be true every year for Riven. Nobody cares about Riven anniversaries because Halloween will always be more important, apparently. I don't know. The people have spoken. I mean, it's up there. It is a really good game. Okay, if this is blue, then that would finish this 1, and these 2 would be safe. But it would also finish this 2, and that would be safe. If these 2 were safe, then this 2 would be forever unfulfilled, right? So you got that going on. And therefore, from this 2, you have that. Then, because they're consecutive, you have that. Therefore, because of this 1, that. So that's a little something. Oh, this too is now done. One, two, three, four. This too. I think this is going to turn out to be safe here, and the other three are mines, I think. Because if this was a mine, if this was blue, then these two would both be safe. And you wouldn't be able to get to 7, I don't think. Because this 4 would already have 2, so you only get 2 of these. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there it is. And then the 3 gives you these 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. This 3 needs these. One, two, three. It was, yeah, in May, I think it was. Ah, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I see a contradiction here. There was something I worked on earlier. So here's the thing. Here's kind of the clever thing about consecutive blue cells like this. So like this 11 spreads out to that radius. This 9 spreads to that radius. Slightly different, but there's a lot of overlap. Right? So the difference is that the difference has to be accounted in those outer rings, right? So this 11 and this 9, they're 2 apart. Well, where does the 11 get that difference? Not in the middle. It can only make up for it in this outer section, right? The way this got more than this is it has to have more in its own section that the other one doesn't have than the reverse. So this is a little bit too gray. It's hard to kind of see, but so whenever you have these 2 cells consecutive like this, there are these 5 cells that are in the 9 but not in the 11. There are these 5 cells that are in the 11 but not the 9. Which means that the difference has to be accounted in this. However many are in this, it's going to be 2 less than the 1 in this, right? So it could be that 1 is in here and 3 is in here, or 2 is in here and 4 is in there, etc. Except there are so many non-cells in here. Either this will be 2 and this will be 4, or this will be 1 and this will be 3. So if it was 2 and 4, if this was blue, then you go 1, 2, and you would need 4 out here. That one's already safe, so you need both of these. Okay, so in the hypothetical, you have to run the trail of logic. If this was blue, then you'd have 2 in this outer region. Therefore, because 11 is 2 more than 9, you'd have 4 in this outer region. Since that's safe, that would mean both of these would be blue. If both of these are blue, How does that contribute to the 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would complete the 6. If both of these were blue, the 6 would be done, and all 3 of these would be safe. That's a problem, because if all 3 of these were safe, you wouldn't be able to get to 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need at least one of these. So if you run the trail of logic, assuming this is blue, eventually you go way down the line, you get a contradiction. So it's safe. No, it's actually, that's how you do logical deduction. I assumed it was blue. You go way down the line, you get a contradiction. We know the opposite is the case, so it ended up being black. So it's perfect. That's problem solving right there. All right, so how many do we have in this 9 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because in the 9, you do count the 11, just not the 9. So that gives you that, and that's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One of those is. Okay, so we don't know which one yet. We don't know which one of these is, but to count to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these would all be safe, and these would all be mines. Okay, that would actually finish this. But then we have more to do here, right? Oh, and that's the one of the 2 here. Those are done. That's done. Oh, remaining 0. All right, 1711, but that was because I ran upstairs to get my mist box. Holy crap. Time flies. Sheesh. All right, so this is European today's date. I'm going to go 10/19/2022 in American. This is for the achievement. Oh. So many cells, but also so many clues. Five consecutive over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which means it could be as far to the right as these or as far to the left as these. In every single case, those 2 are blue. Okay, that reveals that extra clue. This 3 and this 1 play off each other in a funny way. You can't have both of these be blue because of that, and therefore you need 1, 2, 3, and therefore that's safe. Mist Lover is seeing an ad now because she is not subbed. Ooh! Ha! Oh, are you not seeing an ad? If Twitch is lying, then that's fine with me. I have a funny argument here, but my drink is empty again. It says ad in progress. That's funny. I mean, it's their fault. It's their business model. I just play around with it almost kind of for fun. Oh, it just finished? Wait. Or is it doing the thing where it like comes in on the side and it doesn't cover the whole video? It might be doing that too. I've seen that as well. I have a neat little argument with that, but I'm going to get a little more to drink. Be right back. All right, so here's the argument. It's kind of a neat argument. So these two numbers are the same, which means, like I said in the last puzzle, you account for the difference in these outer areas, right? Well, since the difference is 0, then the number of blue cells in this outer region will be the same as the number of blue cells in this outer region. Well, this outer region has at most 1, and therefore this outer region has at most 1. Well, if this was blue, and then it would be 5 consecutive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would be 2 out here. So that's impossible, and therefore that's safe. But then you run that logic of this 5 consecutive across here again. Now that rightmost scenario starts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In all scenarios of 5 consecutive on this line, all scenarios include that one being blue. Okay. But now we have a 1 just hitting that. And this 3 hitting that. We also have a thing here. Now, with that thing here, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So the only way to get 5 consecutive, all scenarios have that one being blue. Okay. And now the 5th one is here or here. We also have a 2 here. Hui. This outer region now has 0, which means this outer region has 0. That's a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because of that 2, this 3 gives you that. This 5 also gives you that. That's done. So the 5 consecutive ended up being everybody over there. Three non-consecutive. Well, we have 2, so the third one can't be here, because otherwise you'd have 3 consecutive. I don't know where the third one is, but it wasn't that one. Joey. Where's Joey? I don't know. Oh, here's a 5 and a 4 on the same column. So there's a 1 difference, but we already found the 1. Or I guess it was just given to me at the beginning. I never even looked at that, but okay. That 1 gives me that. But now that, well, 5. See, this 5 is agnostic as to whether they're consecutive or not. So in this case, the 5 were consecutive. Was never ruled out. This 3, 1, 2, 3. Therefore, 1, 2, 3. These are all safe. Okay, are you still going to be around for chat? I don't know. I'm almost done with this game, honestly. This is my last puzzle. 2, 2, 2. Even though I don't know if I'm going to be playing Mist again. 2 non-consecutive means that. Okay. Because I genuinely want an honest discussion about what exactly is appealing about different versions of Myst. That is a That is a serious conversation to be had. Ooh, I see something. 3. If this was safe, then these two would be blue, right? 1, 2, 3. But then this would be broken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So instead it's that, but now you have, to finish the 3, you need 1 here. 1, 2, 3. But then you take that idea down the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all of them. So these are all safe. One. "22 years ago." Oh, 2000. Okay. So, okay. So let's break that down. So there's Rhyme. Now, but compared to Real Mist Masterpiece, right? So Real Mist Masterpiece has the Rhyme Age. Mist VR does not, but it will, I'm pretty sure they're saying that they will add it eventually. The day-night cycles. It's in Real Mist 2000. It's in Real Mist Masterpiece. They took it out of Real Mist VR. Why? Because they said Real Mist Masterpiece got too dark. But so it's not like they couldn't do it. The little finger, the little finger in Mist 1 was great. My videos, well, thank you, but that's not about the game itself. And then there can be general nostalgia. If something just being older technology good. I'm really trying to break all these ideas down because I think there's something else going on that nobody's talking about. I think there's something else going on here. When you say Real Mist 2000, I think it particularly with the original Mist, even more so. I mean, what I'm saying is, I think you guys are right. But what exactly is it? What is the it factor that this old shit has that the new shit doesn't? There's an it factor. What is that? I think I know. I think I'm onto something. I haven't said it. I'm holding it. Okay, I think you're getting... I think Jim, yeah, it feels very real yet incredibly unreal at the same time. You're talking about the old stuff, whereas the new stuff just feels real. I think we're getting somewhere. Do I listen to Vaporware? Vaporware. No, apparently not. Okay, so up here it's either this one or these two. can look it up here. Hmm. Full album? This? Ah. I don't know. Never comes through on the camera right. This is Floral Shop, actually. I have it on my phone now. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't come through. I think it came through a little bit. I thought it was gonna correct, but it didn't. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's a lot. This 8. Hello? What is going on? 8. Doesn't seem very helpful. How many do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I already have all 7. I'm sitting here. I don't know what to do. 5. All right. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I was trying to show. Oh, hold on. Let me get my Twitch page back up. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at this. You got this 6, you got this 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got to have one of these too. So when you count to 5, you got to count this as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The others are all safe. So then this 2 gives you that. If this is safe, then these are blue. But then that'll finish this 1, and those 2 would be safe. And there's no way to get to 4 because you just have 3. So that has to be that, and that'll finish that. Talking about Sven Groot, I never did actually talk to him. Not very much. It's kind of the dark secret truth. so I feel like something might happen if I assume that's blue. Let's see. I'm almost done with this puzzle. Let's see. I feel like something would happen if that was blue. That's my root assumption. 1 would make this, 2 would finish that. But this 4, right? Inside here, you have to kind of imagine it because this is just paint now. You need 4 within the two cell radius, not including the first, not including the cell itself, right? So you're only at 2, only 2 cells left. Got to be this and this. But now you have the 4 consecutive. That's what I was curious about, because then you end up with this and this knocked out. Does that tell you anything? Maybe not. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You would get 7, 8, I guess. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. That 8 is what does it. Yeah, Mist Lovers here, Super Gamer. So we're waxing philosophical on what exactly makes OG Mist great. I'll tell you one thing about this game. I'm about to get an achievement. Yeah, so this is a randomly generated puzzle. Mist Lover, I told you the answer to that. Somebody else answer that question this time. I'm gonna try a new thing. What if this... I just try to think of something that has powerful implications. So, like, if this was safe, that would seem to have a ripple effect, would it not? Come on. There you go. Because this 2 would force this and this. This 2 would then be done, but also this one would be done. This one would need this. This 2 would be done. So, with all of these... you would actually have this, because you would have 5 cells. You need 4 separated. Yes. The answer to your question, Super Gamer, is yes. Except for the something else. See, another thing I could assume. Actually, is this. If this was blue, which is equivalent of a mine, then this too would be done, and you'd knock out all of this. Which would be a little weird. At least you'd get that. And therefore, at most one of these two, but also at least one of these two. Therefore, this. Therefore, this. All right. Am I taking too long, Jim? If so, then I'll say my closing words. Ah, sheesh. Okay. Oh. In this, under this assumption, you have this 4, which actually gives you all of these, too. Huh. Oh, we have a contradiction. Right? Now I got this 1 that's completely shored up. If... It only... The Microsoft Paint only lets me back up so far, but yeah, if that... Okay. Hold on. If this was blue, then that would finish the 2. These would be black, and you only have 1 left for that. So no. This 2, 1, 2, therefore that. Oh yeah, this is gonna be finished very shortly. "24-hour streams are hard to do. I typically reserve that for New Year's. For non-consecutive, that gives me that one. 3. So braces are consecutive. Is there... Where's a brace on the board? Ah, here. Yeah, so the 5 brace means the 5 were consecutive. The dash, the strike through, is the opposite. It's non-consecutive. The other numbers are agnostic as to whether they are consecutive or not. There was one time I was playing, I got an agnostic 8 that turned out to be consecutive, and that was across a very long line. I thought that was interesting. Oh, this 3 is done. This 2 is done. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This 4 and this 1 are pointing to the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then one of these. 5 remain. So close. Oh, that 3 right there. 4 remain. What am I missing here? Because, like, okay, this 3 points to one of these two. This 3 also points to one of these two. Those are kind of redundant clues. Likewise, this and this both point to one of these. So you could have either this or those two, right? Likewise, this 3 and this 1, you could either, they could both be satisfied by this also satisfying this 4, or you could have this and this. So you could have, okay, so like for this 4, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, so you could have one of these, this, and this, and then literally any of the other spaces could be the 4th one. Huh? Oh, there's a 3. I'm stupid. That's the clue right there. This tiny little 3 pointing down this column. 1, 2, 3. That's critical. Because now it has to be one of these, this, and this. That's the only way. One remains. It's one of these. All of these are safe. But this clue tells you it's that, and we're done. Achievement! And the achievement's called 60 down, 99,999,940 to go. Because that's how many can be generated with these random seeds. Does the game have some way of making sure you don't solve? I'm gonna guess not. It probably could, but my guess is not. I'm guessing it's going to rely on just the vast space that is 100 million. It's kind of like cryptography in general, right? Where you just have such a large space to randomly select random numbers from that the probabilities of collisions get astronomically small. Do I have a PS5? I do not have a PS5. What do I do now? Do I have a PS3? I do have a PS3. Mist Lover wants Mist. Anybody else have an opinion? I think Slim Jim's gonna hit the hay here, if that's what he said. It's only 8:30 though. I thought he said he was only gonna. It feels way later but I started earlier. That's why it feels. It's like, oh, it's probably like 10, 11 o'clock. No, it's not. Which Mist do you want? I know what you want, but you said Mist 3 though. All right. Real Mist 2 million. All right. What are we supposed to be discussing? You've been following me for years. There's a couple years at this point. You know the point of chatting. The point of chatting is to chat. See here. If you really want that, I think. Yeah, we were discussing philosophically about Mist, so sure, we can do that. Especially since I'm not going to be doing it during a sub hangout. Just got to make sure it shows on the screen. Somebody said that it could happen here, but then let me check and make sure. No, it's not that cold here. Ugh, ads on my weather app. There's the sound. Might be hard to get it to actually show the way I want to. Let's see.